Welcome to your computer drawing class. Today's objective is to learn about the sweep command and continue learning about the orthogonal views. Let's check it out the document. The methodology for today's class is first we're going to take a look of one of the objects we already know, and we are going to draw by hand three of the orthogonal views of this object. You need to practice to keep getting familiar with. Afterwards, I will talk to you about the sweep command, what is extrusion and what is a sweep for command, and I will demonstrate on the computer on SolidWorks how to use it. And if we have a time at the end of the class, we will check it out, get together in teams and check the several designs for your projects. So let's get started with the first figure. Today's deliverables, first one is to sketch by hand three views of this object, which you already know, and you need to submit it in either PDF or Word format. And it has to be in first angle projection. Remember, first angle projection is the European system to accommodate all the views within the drawing. So you need to select three of the views and accommodate in first angle projection, then scan it and submit it. Deliverable number 2 is the sweep polygon, coming from the first of the videos I'm sharing with you, and the third deliverable is the sweep candlestick, and I just will demonstrate the command right now. Okay, before getting started, the sweep command. The sweep command is made for those geometries which cannot be constructed in a straight line. You need some kind of curves. You need to construct, for example, a bicycle maneuver. It's a geometry that cannot be built with an extrusion command. You need a sweep command because you need to follow these complex shapes, these curved shapes. Another example would be the plastics in the door. When you are getting in the door in your car, you have sealings in all the edges, in all the border of the door of the car. This is made from gum, from some elastomer material. Those are made out of extrusion, and you can build these complex shapes with the sweep command. Another example would be, let me see if I have something here on the classroom. This table, this kind of tube cannot be built with an extrude command, because extrude command, remember, is straight, and we have some curve over here. So this curve requires to specify two sketches. The first sketch is a section, the circle of the geometry, and the second sketch is a path. Where is this circle going from? Okay? So let's check it out on SolidWorks. SolidWorks, we have to create a document, a part, just in the same way we usually do. Let's wait a bit. And we gotta start with a sketch. I'm gonna choose the top plane. I'm gonna draw a circle on it. I'm gonna assign some size. I'm going to choose 10. I'm going to finish the sketch, and I will come back to the isometric view. If in this area in the tree, we can see all the other 3 planes. We already used top plane, and I'm going to use the front plane to create a second sketch. So I click here on the new sketch, and I will select the path of the sweep command. So I can do this by using the line command, which we already know. Remember, this is a geometry where the path is much larger than the rest of the geometry. So we can select something like this, and like this. And we can help out with this fillet command, which is right here. You already know this command. And we can start if we zoom in, the size here is still small. That's why we couldn't see it. So I will use even a larger size. Okay, there we go. Same thing here. Same thing here. And click OK. And we have our path. So I'm going to close it, and I'm going to finish the sketch. And now we have 2 sketches on the tree. We have sketch number 1, we have sketch number 2. The sketch number 1 is the circle, sketch number 2 is the path. There are 2 separated sketches, and once you have 2 sketches, and the path has to be perpendicular to the first sketch. You see, the path starts perpendicular. You will find here under Features tab this sweep command ready to be used. So it's right here, sweep command. You click on it, and it's going to ask you with these 2 icons. First, you can read, as always, here on the bottom part, the bottom line, the direction. It's asking select sweep profile. So you're gonna select the sweep profile, and the sweep profile is this. This is the section. And the path was already chosen by default, automatically. If it weren't, let me delete this one. It's gonna ask you, when it's blue, it's asking you for your input. It's going to ask you where is the sweep path. The sweep path is this one, and then you're going to click in OK. And you have already built a sweep shape, a sweep geometry. Okay? This is one of the first video is very similar to this one. So you have this as a reference. You have here the sweep polygon, that would be the first of the video. And the second of the video is the candlestick. The candlestick uses both commands. First, a revolve, which you already know. We are going to get practice on it. And afterwards, a sweep command. Well, let's check it out. I'm going to start a new file. Click on new part. I'm going to change here the units to MKS, and I'm going to start a new sketch. So I click on the sketch, I select the front plane, and you have the video to follow all the details. I will use a similar shape, not exactly the same shape. Only to show you. once we have this, we can fillet the corners. Have a nicer, smooth geometry. I click OK, and here I'm going to use a new fillet, because this one I want it to be much smaller. I use a straight line here. I'm going to trim it, and now I can use the fillet. Okay, this is only to see the size of it, and specify something that makes sense for the radius of the fillet. Now it makes sense. Okay. So I'm going to click OK. I'm going to start a revolve. Finish the sketch. And start a revolve. Select the axis of revolution. And there we go. We have our revolve geometry. Okay, this is the first part of the geometry. And you already know how to do this. The new feature now is the sweep command. The sweep command is going to help us to create the handling for the candlestick. Okay? So we need to create both things again. The section or the profile and the path. So I'm going to create two new sketches in order to use the sweep command. And the first section, I want it to be in one of the two planes, which are either the right plane or the front plane. So I will choose the front plane and then start a new sketch. And right here, I'm going to select one of the front views, and I will create a new ellipsis over here. So I follow the center and create this. Okay, this will be my section, and I can help with some construction lines in order to give the shape I really want it. For example, I want it to be horizontal, so I create a line from this point to this point and make it to be horizontal. You already know how to do this. So this is my section. I click OK. Now I need to create the path. In which of the planes do you think I should be working on the path? As I told you, it has to be perpendicular. This is my sketch. My sketch was created here on the front plane, so I gotta use the right plane, which is the perpendicular plane. So I'm gonna create a new sketch over here, and I will orient to normal to this plane, and I will create with I will start with a straight line right here, then here, then here, and here, here. There we go. And we can use the fillet command. I will try to dimension this one first to give me an idea of the scale of thing. It's 0.03. Change this to 0.03. Then I can create the 0.03, 0.01. I create this one here, this one here, this one here, and this one. Create OK, and OK the fillet command, and close the path for the sketch for the path. And now I can use the extrude, the sweep command. So it's going to ask me, I'm going to delete this, because if you have already pre-selected, it detects what is it. In this case, it detects the path and automatically include it here on the path. So I'm going to clear it and start from scratch. And it's asking me about the profile. So the profile is these ellipses, and then the path is this one here. There we go. And this is the second video. Please follow the two videos here. This is for the sweep candlestick. You're gonna use the dimensions from this video, because I use it in a 3-dimension style, only to explain it to you. But you gotta use the dimensions from this video. You gotta create the candlestick, and you need to submit, as always, in solid part format, and also either PDF or Word format. Okay? That will be all for today. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.